At the time of this recording, there are 32 Catholic churches in Singapore, and I have seen them all. This is part 1 of a 4-part series. Each part contains 8 churches I have visited. Starting from my home in Telok Blangah, I have traveled all the way to Pasir Ris. It is more than an hour of travel. It's my first time to visit this church. I'm not familiar with the place, but all I have to do is look up and find the cross, and that's my guide right there. Welcome to the Church of Divine Mercy. Their mission: love God, love others, and make disciples. Their vision: for all parishioners to experience God's merciful love and to be witnesses of His unfailing love and boundless mercy to all. That is our first church. 31 more to go. From Pasir Ris, I traveled to Tampines to visit the next church. I actually missed the bus stop, so I had to walk a little bit more to get to the church, but it's okay. Welcome to the Catholic Church of the Holy Trinity. Founded in 1988, it is a relatively new church, but with an approximate population of 13,720, it is the largest parish in Singapore. Second church done, 30 more to go. Where to next? To get to the third church, I traveled from Tampines to Bedok. Welcome to the Church of Our Lady of Perpetual, Succour. There is a time capsule here which houses memorabilia pertaining to the church, and it will be opened in 2061 when the church celebrates its centenary. There goes our third church, 29 more to go. From Siglap Road, I traveled all the way to Punggol to visit the next church. Welcome to the newest Catholic church in Singapore, the Church of the Transfiguration. This is their mission: to build a church that is relevant to its time after the heart of God. This is their vision. Our church will be a spiritual sanctuary, a place of prayer, reflection, and inspiration for those seeking God. It will also be a center for community life among the elderly, families, and youth, not just for Catholics, but also residents living in Punggol. These are all in line with Archbishop William Goh's vision for a more evangelizing and missionary church. Church number 4 done, 28 more to go. To get to the next church, I traveled from Punggol to Sengkang. While traveling, I get to enjoy the scenery and also practice my gimbal maneuvers. Welcome to St. Anne's Church. Mama Mary is the mother of Jesus, and the mother of Mama Mary is St. Anne. In the 70s, the population of this church went down to 300, and the reason was zoning. But it was also zoning that saved the church from closing. Many HDBs were constructed around the church, and the number of parishioners grew. The church went from near empty to plenty. Church number 5 done, 27 more to go. From St. Anne's Church, I called it a day and I went back home. Next morning, I traveled from home to the Church of St Bernadette. This church reflected a new post-war modern style of church buildings. It was lauded internationally for its architectural uniqueness, with the building taking the shape of the wingspan of an airplane. This is their parish mission. We are a Catholic community of faith committed to being a spring of living water in the city where all are welcome to encounter God. We witness the joy of His love and serve our neighbors. Church number 6 done, 26 more to go. From the Church of St Bernadette, I traveled to the Church of the Sacred Heart. Back in 1897, Father Vincent Gaziao was tasked to form a new church. He found the land too expensive, and so he started organizing novenas to the Sacred Heart of Jesus among his parishioners in the hope of divine intervention. The landowner eventually relented and accepted a lower price. And that explains how the church got its name. Church number 7 done, 25 more to go. From the Church of the Sacred Heart, I traveled to the Church of St Teresa. The Church of St Teresa in Kampong Baru was one of the earliest Catholic churches to be built. It was established to cater to the growing Hokkien-Fukien Catholic community, which had been worshipping at Church of Saints Peter and Paul. The church is situated on a hill the Malays called Bukit Pormay, which means beautiful hill. It is the first rural church in Singapore. It was gazetted by the National Heritage Board as a national monument on 11 November 2009. I frequently come here to attend the Mass because it's very near my place. In fact, while filming this video, I just finished attending the Mass for Easter Sunday. Okay, church number 8 done, 24 more to go. From the Church of St Teresa, I went to Harbourfront to eat lunch. And from there, I will resume my journey to visit all the 32 Catholic churches in Singapore. Thank you for watching, guys.